So you can see in the first hexagon, you are a non-EU supplier, non-duty holder. How you can overcome this voluntary notification process is, first thing, because you are a non-EU entity, you are not obliged, you will be not identified in under any legal obligation. So you first should assign a legal entity established in EU, and this EU entity can represent your notification in front of the poison centers and in front of the authorities. And this representation is called commercial representation, and this representative is called commercial representative. So you can assign any EU based legal entity as your commercial representative. Then you can submit all the details required, just as we discussed in the set of information. You can submit all the details in one dossier and generate UFI1 and submit it. And once it is submitted, you can notify and communicate to the downstream user that you have performed a voluntary notification. And rather than composition details, you can note down this UFI and you can provide your UFI to your distributor, which can be utilized in their original notification. So this concept is very much similar what we have seen in the mixture and mixture case. If you remember that in mixture and mixture case, if mixture and mixture raw material supplier was denying giving full composition, he was allowed to provide UFI, which supplier 2 was including that UFI in their original submission. So this is the same case with you also. Rather than providing full composition, your EU based importer can provide full components X%, I mean A, B and component C. And for the components which they have procured from you, he can only provide this UFI1, so that tracking of the whole components can happen from the poison center side, but not from your importer side. So once you communicate UFI via SDS, also it is voluntary. It is not mandatory requirement for SDS. It is voluntary that you can mention your SDS UFI in SDS section 1, or via email, whatever mode you prefer, to your downstream users, and they can utilize this UFI in their submission, and they can submit it into the composition section. And once they submit their own mandatory PCN notification, the obligation is complete. So this is the whole channel for a non-EU entity, how they can overcome this confidentiality issue for their composition, and this voluntary notification they can perform.